50 to the 46. That is Trey Yanosik.
Brown did a great job right there. There was a blitz coming off the edge right in his face. He was able to get the ball out quick and let Yanosik run.
And that's about, what, a 23, 24-yard pickup? So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Warriors. And now in ceramic territory. For the first time, Brown rolling out, looking. He's got a man open, and that's Harrell. And this will be another 1st down as he gets down to about the 32, about a 14-yard pickup.
Like I said, Crooksville has all their men inside the box, so once they get outside on the perimeter, a lot of things are opening up for them.
And Kyle, earlier when Brown, if you remember, when he kept it going around the right end, Tyler Harrell was wide open. They came back to the same play, and he delivered. So 2 receivers to the left and right. Brown keeps it churning. Now, here comes flags again inside. And again, these flags thrown in from the secondary.
That was a tough run by Brown. He was dragging 2-3 players along with him.
So we'll see what the call is. Push in the back against Buckeye Trail.
Seems like about the second call that Trail's had against them down the field with receivers. Either holding on the previous series, and this one looks like a block in the back.
So 5:48 here left in the opening quarter. Again, we want to thank you for joining our first Buckeye Trail home live stream of the season. We're fortunate to have all the home games live stream. And a big shout out and thanks to Sean Williams and Stacy, who've made their way down from Columbus to make this broadcast possible. So we want to really give them a shout out. Brown rolling to his right, still looking. And he finds Yanosik, and Yanosik is hit by Cottrell. Cottrell's one of the better linebackers, Kyle, we're going to see this season.
Yeah, and he's young, too. He's only a sophomore, so he doesn't look like it. He's a big kid for being a sophomore, and, again, we just thought that was a completion, but he hit him so hard he was able to drop it, and it was ruled incomplete.
So 2nd down and 18. Todd to the left of Brown. The wide receiver stacked up top, and Brown turns the corner, and he is going to be dropped immediately, and that's the defensive tackle, Jace Thompson. So it's going to be 3rd and long.
Let's see if Buckeye Trail can get some yards here, make it a manageable 4th down.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 18 for the Warriors.
Because in this area, you're in the tweener land. You know, do you punt the ball here, or again, do you gain a few yards so you can go for it on 4th down and have a good chance of picking it up?
Yeah, I think the Warriors, they're going to have to get at least half of this to even consider it. Brown dropping back. He's got a man in the flats. The pass is incomplete. Todd, the intended receiver, Sprinkle on the coverage. And Buckeye Trail, they're going to punt the football because their defense didn't play too bad the opening drive. In fact, forced a turnover. But Kyle, Buckeye Trail offensively, they cannot have the penalties because the Warriors offense, if they play behind sticks, they're going to have a tough time. So we'll take our first time out here. 4:40 left. We're scoreless here at Old Washington. We'll be right back. So it will be ceramic football here after the punt. 4:33 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, like you said before, just still first, second game of the year. You know, you just got to get out those tiny little mistakes. And, again, hopefully by, week 7, 8, 9, 10, you're not making those little mistakes, like you said, getting behind its sticks. And that just kills your drives, as that did right there.
So this will be Crooksville's second possession. First down and 10 from their own 20. And that's going to be Cottrell, I believe. No correction.
I had number 20 on that. That'd be Cam Potter.
Yes, that was Potter, and that was the first carry for the Ceramics.
Kind of a switch role. We thought Crooksville was going to come in, throw the ball, and they ran it right there. Thought Buckeye Trail was going to be running the ball. They threw it a lot last series, so.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure everybody out right here.
They're always trying to okey-doke the announcers, Kyle. Hill under pressure by Johnson. Long throw, nearly intercepted. Broken up by Sammy Brown. And that pass intended for Sprinkle.
That's about at least the third time they've tried to go deep.
Now remember, they did connect on the first one, but a holding penalty, which would have been a 46-yard touchdown, but the holding penalty brought it back.
It'd be nice for Buckeye Trail to get a stop here, get off the field, get decent field position.
So Hill drops back. He's going to keep it. Quarterback draw. He's got running room, but he is going to be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down. So on 3rd and 14. We'll see what the Ceramics are going to do.
Number 10, Tyler Harrell right there did a great job coming up from a safety position and able to tackle the quarterback short of the first down.
Now, will they attempt to try to draw the Warriors off sides? This is a big gamble. It's 4th and 3. No, they're going to keep it, and Hill's going to get the first down and then some. He's in Warrior set. He fumbles the football, and I think Buckeye Trail has it. They do. So that will nullify about a 25-yard run by Hill. And Mason Todd comes up with the fumble recovery. And Kyle, I did not see who punched the ball out of Hill's hands.
I didn't either. And from our vantage point up here, it looked like it just bounced down right back up to him, like a basketball would on the hardwood. But again, Buckeye Trail was able to come up with it.
Yes, it did. It did bounce right back up to him, but then he, on the second hit, that caused the fumble. So now Sammy Brown, shotgun. He'll give it to Todd. And Todd will be dropped maybe for a yard loss.
Just seems like whenever Buckeye Trail's trying to go left or right, east and west, the Crooksville defense is able to get in the backfield, penetrate, disrupt what's going on, even with the pulling guards and tackles. Again, I think Buckeye Trail's had good success by trying to go right at them, make one cut, and go north and south up the middle.
Yeah, that was Christopher Taylor, who was in on the stop for the Ceramics. So second down and 11. Brown rolling out, throws the ball incomplete, intended for Yanosic, so it will now be third down and 11. 2:08 left here in our opening quarter.
Past two series for Buckeye Trail, that flat has been wide open. Again, you'd like to gain some yards here and make it a manageable fourth down if they'd like to go for it.
So, yeah, third down and 11 for the Warriors. Trail may have to take a timeout, and we'll take one with them. And, Kyle, these live streams would not be possible without our fine sponsors. Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Robinson Farms, Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Connor Pushcarriage of Jacobs Vandeman Insurance Agency, Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, so now it's going to be third down and 11. Quick pitch out to Todd, but there's nowhere to go there. Coming up and making the tackle will be Gage Love.
Yeah, I like that play there. Nice, safe play. Get the ball in the perimeter and let your athlete try to make a man miss, do some work.
And the rest of our sponsors, Box Drop Byesville, King Carpet and Swim Away, and Old Washington Presbyterian Church. So we want to thank our fine sponsors. Todd, beautiful kick. And it's going to be fumbled. That's a live football, and the Warriors have a chance to get on it. They may have it. Oh, what a break for the Warriors.
Like you said, that was a great punt. Crooksville misplayed it. I don't know if the sun got in his eyes, just misplayed it, and yeah, it looks like Buckeye Trail football.
Recovered by the Warriors. We're not sure who got it. It'll bring up first and goal at the 3.
So first and goal for the Warriors off the special teams turnover. First down at the 3. Brown keeps it off the left side, still fighting to the 1. Touchdown, Warriors. So that touchdown, sponsored by Bicon and Bicon Engineering, and the Warriors get their first points of the 20-25 football season.
That was a great play by Brown. It looked like he didn't get the snap real well out of shotgun. He's able to get it and get up the middle and fight his way in.
So Sammy Brown's and Warriors will go for two. Mason Todd has it, and he is going to be stopped. So the two-point conversion, no good. But after the turnover, the Warriors, one play, 3 yards, and it's Sammy Brown who takes it in for pay dirt. 1:14 left here in the opening quarter. Your score, Buckeye Trail 6. Crooksville 0. We'll take a timeout and be back.
We'd like to thank some of our 2025 football program sponsors, the Trophy Case, Eagle Fireworks, Bobby Hamilton, the Nozick family, Sarah Brown Sports, the Brown family, Cambridge Family Eye Care, Larry and Carla Taylor of the Bumpy family, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Deep Cut Tavern, Allen family, the Shake family, Oakley Contracting, Darcy Wakefield Dental, People's Bank, Larry and Betty Perry, Taylor family, Todd family, Harold family, Smith family, Dennis family, Respect, Owens family, the Morris family, Wareheim family, Chumney family, and Yak Mac. Franklin Love back deep.
So Mason Todd to kick it off for the Warriors. This kickoff sponsored
Kickoff for the Warriors.
by Robinson Farms. So a little squib kick. And the ball will be brought up to the 39-yard line.
Kickoff returned by Kyle Lane, knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
So the Ceramics, trailing 6-0, will now have the ball at the 39-yard line. Pretty decent field position for an offense that is really, they check a lot of boxes. You have to be ready for anything.
Yeah, they're always looking to go downfield. One play could be touchdown. Their quarterback is a good runner.
And getting up to about the 45. Again, I believe that was a Cam Potter. So we expected to see a Cottrell carry the ball.
It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Ceramics.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to settle themselves down a little bit and run the ball. Again, they've had some big turnovers so far this game. So, again, try to settle the team down a little bit.
Yeah, 3 possessions, 3 turnovers. It's Potter again. And he's still on his feet. Finally brought down, but he's going to be marked, I believe, about a yard short.
Carry again, stopped by Tyler Chase and Bucky Johnson.
Chase and Johnson on the stop for the Warriors.
I think anywhere you're at, you look at last series for Crooksville, it's 4-down territory. They went on their own 25. They went for a 4th down. So it seems like from here on out they have 4 downs to score.
Close enough.
Yeah, officials timeout for just a second to make sure the ball was spotted properly, and we're ready to go. This should be the last play of the first quarter, and it will be. Hill keeps it, and again, he's in the secondary all the way down to about the 35-yard line, and that will end the first quarter of play here from Old Washington. Your score after 1. It's Buckeye Trail 6, Crooksville 0. We'll take a timeout and be right back. So a first down run by Hill. First play of the second quarter.
Grayson Hill on the keeper.
Yeah, as we talked about, Crooksville's been running the ball again, trying to get their offense going. Again, they do have the big capability. Score touchdowns anywhere on the field.
And that was Chris Parker on the stop. So the Ceramics, this is their 4th possession, and like you said, 3 drives, 3 turnovers. The Warriors have cashed in for 6 points. Boy, now the Ceramics, they're just pounding the ball at the Warriors. And I believe that was Potter on the carry. He needed 5, and he got about 5.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So the Ceramics, I think this is their deepest penetration of the Warrior defense tonight. And Hill's going to keep it, and he is loose again in the secondary, and he will get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Yeah, the play right before half and the play right there is the same play. They're reading the defensive end. The defensive end crashes down. Hill's going to keep it and go around the edge. And the past 2 times he's done that, he's gone 15, 16 yards both times.
And boy, Hill is such an outstanding athlete. So, but Hill's going to take a breather. He's kind of gassed. He's on the sideline. Cottrell will come in. He'll give it to Potter. And Potter will get inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
That was a great play there by Bucky Johnson on the stop for Buckeye Trail.
Potter carried, tackled by Bucky Johnson, gain of 3. Second and goal from the 6.
So again, Cottrell in at the quarterback. Kind of the Wildcat offense. Again, Potter has it. Oh, and the Warriors had him in the backfield, but Potter fights, and here's a late flag coming in from the secondary.
Again, Bucky Johnson did a great job stuffing that in the backfield, like you said.
Kyle Harrell, Trey Denosis on the tackle, late flag on the play.
Coach Kearns on the sideline. He's walked out to about the 15-yard line. He's wanting to know what the call is. So personal foul, against Buckeye Trail. So they initially pointed Crooksville's way on the personal foul. But they are going to say the Warriors now, it's not a 15-yard penalty. It'll just be half the distance to the goal line. So they'll move it about 1.5 yards. But and it's not an automatic first down. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Ceramics, and Hill is back in at quarterback. Brayson Hill, the outstanding junior quarterback, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to walk in for the touchdown. So the Ceramics are on the board. 10:07 left here in the second quarter, and now the Ceramics will look to take the lead with the extra point pending as Cottrell will come in. And boy, give the Ceramics a lot of credit. They've overcome 3 turnovers, and they really the best drive of the first half.
And did they throw a pass on that series?
No, I don't think they did. So 10:07 remaining here in the first half. There's the snap. Cottrell's kick is up, and it is good. So now the Ceramics, they have their first lead of the night. 10:07 left, 7-6 Ceramics. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
Once again, our cheerleaders are passing a helmet through the stands to collect donations for Mason White, a student athlete from Crooksville Valley who was recently injured. We ask you to join in showing what makes high school sports so special, the way communities unite in times of need. Every dollar, every gesture of kindness will go directly to helping Mason and his family. Thank you for your generosity, your spirit, and your prayers. Together, we are stronger. Backbeat for the Warriors, Mason Todd and Trey Yanosik.
So Todd and Yanosik back for the Warriors. And just a beautiful, picture-perfect night for football. We seen on that last drive the cheerleaders going through the stands with helmets, taking up a collection of money, a very good gesture from our Warrior family for Mason White, the great kid from Tusky Valley who was severely injured last week in Tusky Valley's football game. So any money given tonight will go to Mason and his family, and definitely continue prayers for Mason as he's on the tough road to recovery, but you know he's going to give it all he's got, and we definitely believe in prayer. So best of luck to Mason and his family, and it's just been, Kyle, amazing at the support around the area, not only through the IVC schools, but through the other schools as well.
It's just a great gesture by this community to be able to, again, give any money towards that cause. And I don't know if you know it or not, but a lot of the student sections, like you said, not here in the IVC, but in others, are wearing white in support for the Tusky Valley.
Yeah, at Buckeye Trail today, they had a white out, and a lot of the student body was dressed in white to show their support, and a lot of white in the crowd tonight as well. So
even the Crooksville student section over there,
yes,
in white.
So Cottrell with the kick. So I was back at the 35. The Warriors should have pretty good field position as they'll get the ball up close to the 40, down at about the 39. And for the Warriors, that was Ben Shank on the return.
It's good for Buckeye Trail here to get on the right foot, get a couple positive yards. Again, it doesn't have to be 10 yards, but again, get positive yards in the right direction, maybe 2 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards. And like we talked about before, so they don't get behind the sticks and then again have to start throwing the ball. Again, I think the priority of Buckeye Trail is to be able to run the ball and gain positive yards.
All right, so it'll be first down and 10. 9:59 left here in the second quarter. Brown takes the snap. He keeps it right up the middle, and he's got a nice hole as Daniel Ringer and the guards, Daniel Ringer, the center, and the guards, Knott and Cole, did a nice job opening up the middle, something that as the Ceramics have been tough to run on.
They have been rough or tough to run on. Again, I just think they have so many people in the box. But I think the success for Buckeye Trail is like that play right there. That was straight at them. They wasn't running to the left or to the right, east or south, or east or west. But again, they're running north and south right after the defense.
So the Warriors now 2nd and 3. Brown gives it to Todd and makes a nice jump cut. But he will be tackled by Gavin Mount, the middle linebacker for the Ceramics. So
Jacob Nelson brings down Mason Todd.
Nelson in there as well.
Flag on the play.
And I think there's a flag. They're going to call a legal procedure on the Warriors. So do you want it to be 3rd and 3 or 2nd and 9? And I think the Ceramics are going to back the Warriors up. So again, when the Warriors have moved the football, it's been penalties.
Yeah.
And about all of them, with the exception of one, Kyle, on the offense.
Yeah, you're hurting yourself. And again, hopefully just early in the season, hopefully they'll get that ironed out and it won't happen anymore.
Brown takes the snap under pressure, gets a nice block, and he fumbles the football but gets back on it at about the 44. Pickup of 2. Host of Ceramics, Eli Sprankle, they're fighting for the football, but Brown able to keep it.
We talked about in the past how Crooksville the flats were open on Crooksville's defense right there. Crooksville did a nice job covering the flats and about got away with a fumble recovery.
So that was a gain of 3. Without the penalty, it'd be 1st and 10. But now 3rd down and 5. Brown under pressure. Breaks a would-be tackle, throws it. He's got a man open, and it is caught. And that is Trey Unosik over midfield, and that will be a Warrior 1st down. And wow, what a big play by Brown to escape a would-be sack out of the hands of Jacob Nelson.
That was a great play by Brown again. As soon as he snapped the ball, he was in the backfield. He was able to throw him off and get positive yards. And that can re-energize the drive again. Instead of the penalties pulling you back, that can energize the drive. And again, like you said, cross half midfield here.
Kyle, you gave Crooksville a lot of credit. Their receivers coming back to the football in the broken play. Unosik did that as well. Brown again up the middle. Not as much luck this time. He'll get about a yard. So we're approaching the 7:40 mark here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's what they teach the receivers. Whenever the quarterback's on the scramble, you always work your way back to meet the ball. And like you said, did a great job right there on that previous play.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors. So Warriors, they have chewed off about 2 minutes on this drive.
Again, that play right there was not a bad play. It's still positive yards.
Brown gets the snap, rolling to his left, looking, throwing it deep over the middle, and it is going to be intercepted. And that is Kyle Lane. Lane will bring it up to about the 39-yard line. So now that is the Warriors.
Lane returns it.
Is that their
39.
first turnover?
That'd be their first turnover, yes.
First and 10.
And they'll watch film again on that play right there. And number 10, Tyler Harrell, was wide open in the flat for about 5 yards. He could ran for days because nobody is on him. But I think he just blended in with the sideline there. And
Yeah, and that happens, and then especially you got a lot of white jerseys breathing down your neck. So first turnover for the Warriors, and it's Potter. And Potter will run, and he will get about 11 yards. He will get to midfield, and Sammy Brown on the tackle. But, Kyle, you're right. The start of two series in a row, a team that throws the ball about 70% of the time, they're running and pounding the football.
Picked up enough yardage for a first down.
that was a great run by Potter there. Again, had 2-3 guys still dragging and still falling forward, and that's the key to a good running back is being able to fall forward at the end of the play.
And Potter only a junior to Ceramics. Very few seniors. It's Potter again. He will get about 6 yards. Bucky Johnson on the initial hit.
Yeah, Bucky's been doing a good job in there. You know, he's had a couple goal line stands. That one is on the goal line. So he's doing a great job there at your left defensive end.
So approaching the 6-minute mark here in the first half. Ceramics in Warrior territory, leading by 1. Here's a mix-up, and Hill's going to turn a busted play into a positive play as he will get to about the 29-yard line. And wow, did we mention that Brayson Hill, he is only a junior.
And it seems like whenever he carries the ball, he's getting 14, 16, 15 yards out of carry.
First and 10 Ceramics.
So, yeah, it looked like him and Potter ran into each other in the backfield, and Hill wisely kept it. And, boy, he gets to fifth gear pretty quick. Hill will keep it, and Bucky Johnson will wrap him up, along with Chris Parker.
Brayson Hill on the carry, wrapped up by number 72, Bucky Johnson.
Great play there by Bucky again. Just called his name a couple plays ago. He's doing a great job there at his defensive end position.
So the Warrior defense, you just got to be concerned about them maybe wearing down. Time of possession has definitely favored the Ceramics. Potter, he gets stuffed right there. And that's by Nate Taflin.
On the initial hit.
And Taflin's he loses his helmet, so he's going to come out.
They did a great job there holding his ground, ran right into him and drove him back.
Gain of 1 will be 3rd and 9.
Again, we'll see what Crooksville does here. Like you said before, they're pass happy. They've ran the ball these past 2 series, but it's 3rd and long. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, and you got to think they're thinking 4-down territory as Casey Knott comes in for Taflin. Low snap, Hill under pressure. Johnson in pursuit. Still looking. Oh, there's a flag in the backfield. Incomplete pass. Warriors may take this penalty. Yeah, push in the back. And I tell you, Bucky Johnson, again, applying pressure to Hill.
It is an obvious block in the back from Crooksville. It's so obvious the quarterback just threw the ball out he didn't even continue the play. He just threw it out of bounds because he knew it was over.
And Kyle, the thing is, with Hill being a right-handed quarterback, you're a lot more comfortable rolling out to your right and throwing off your strong side. Well, Bucky Johnson just happens to be the left defensive end. He's right there.
Right.
So Johnson has forced a few problems for Hill when he has had the roll to his right.
And even when Crooksville tries to run it to the right, he's always making him bounce it out or go somewhere else. He's done a great job so far tonight.
So the 3rd and 9. Whoa, that Hill's going to be dropped for a sack at about the 49-yard line, and I think he lost his helmet.
There's a host of Buckeye Trail back there. Host of Warriors.
Jason Knott, Bucky Johnson on the sack.
Yeah,
We have holding on Crooksville.
yeah, there was an obvious hold there right around the sack. So the Warriors, they'll decline that penalty.
Warriors will decline the penalty.
So hopefully they have the spot marked where he got tackled at, because the one midfield judge is ready to count it off.
Yeah, they'll decline. Yeah, it's at the. Yeah, they've got it at about the 49, and for the first time, the Ceramics, they will punt the football. Cottrell will come out, so the Warriors will get the ball, and boy, you would like the Warriors to get some points, or at least if they give the ball back, don't get the Ceramics much time, because if I'm correct, Crooksville will have the ball to start the second half.
Yes, they won the toss and deferred.
And you don't want to give this explosive offense back-to-back play. Sammy Brown running. Whoa, that was close. That ball's going to squirt out of bounds at about the 20-yard line, 19.
At the 19-yard line.
So Cottrell, nice
The Warriors
kick
will take over, 1st and 10.
from the sophomore.
That last series, Buckeye Trail defense did an amazing job. And again, coming in, Crooksville's going to throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. Well, those last two plays, Crooksville went back to throw the ball. They lost yards and lost yards.
So we'll see what the Warriors can do. Low-scoring game. That definitely favors Buckeye Trail. Last week, Crooksville knocked off Newcomerstown. IVC and big rival of Buckeye Trail beat them 21-12. So the Ceramics, they continue their IVC tour as Mason Todd will get to about the line of scrimmage and not much more.
Mason Todd on the carry.
Yeah, Crooksville seems pretty solid on their edges. Again, like to get up the middle a little bit, like we've seen before. Like you said before, the guard center combo looked like it's been working.
Play clock still at 15. So the Warriors are going to have to get to the line pretty quick. And Coach Kearns watching the play clock and calls a timeout. And we'll keep it here. And Kyle, when we looked at this game, the schedule, the home opener, we see the type of quarterback that Brayson Hill is for Crooksville, for Buckeye Trail coming into this season. Buckeye Trail not only had one, if not the top quarterback in the area, but one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Ohio in Drew McGlumphy. And unfortunate for Drew McGlumphy, he breaks his leg in the first scrimmage against John Glenn. And that's really been a big blow to this Warrior offense, because now Sammy Brown, your home run hitter on the outside jet sweeps, a kid who could catch a 10-yard pass, and if he made one guy miss, he has a chance to take it the distance. A true home run hitter, he has to come to quarterback, so you lose your big playmaker on the outside, and instead of having one guy you got to make miss at quarterback, there's about 11 guys that are watching you. So the Warriors really adjusting their offense on the fly. As Brown rolls out looking, throws it. Pass intended for Todd, incomplete. Again, nice great coverage there by Crooksville.
You just feel bad for Drew. When we're up here, you can see he's watching down from the bleachers, and you put all that hard work in over the summer, and it doesn't pay off. But hopefully it's a life lesson for everybody. It's just don't take it for granted. Anything can happen.
Yeah, and Drew, only a junior, so I expect him to come back stronger than ever. Kid that's really battled injuries. And, Kyle, a lot of people don't know last year when the Warriors won their last 3 games to get in the playoffs, McGlumphy played the last 4 with a labrum injury. But led them to the playoffs as that passing intended for Mason Todd. And that is incomplete. But you take a guy who passed for well over 1,000 yards, rushed for well over 1,000 yards. That's a big chunk to take out of your offense, and then to change it in 2 weeks. And the Warriors still tinkering, Coach Kearns and his staff, trying to find out, what's working and what's not.
Yeah, getting 1,000 yards. Passing, rushing doesn't matter in high school football is not easy.
Todd, that ball may have been partially blocked, the punt. I'm not. So it gives the Ceramics pretty good field position.
And there's plenty of time left on the clock here. The thing after those 2 passes that Buckeye Trail just tried, they were both incomplete. That did not run any time off the clock, so plenty of time for Crooksville before halftime to get a score.
Yeah, and the Ceramics right here, this is really crunch time for the Warrior defense. The Ceramics, they have a chance to put points on the board, then get the ball to start the second half. So double up on the possessions, and this is a critical series in the game. Pass over the middle, is complete. And that's Drew Dorsey on the catch.
Drew Dorsey picks up 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
So Crooksville in no hurry with all 5 timeouts left. And as another short gain, and this was Gage Love on the reception. And Kyle, Dave Holdren, our correspondent at Steubenville tonight, are you ready for this score?
I'm ready.
Indian Valley 30, Steubenville 0.
Wow. Who would ever have thought?
That is no, didn't see that coming at halftime.
Indian Valley's on a great run right now after winning the state tournament last year.
That pass over the middle, first down, and then some, 15-10 to the 5-yard line. That is Gage Love. And he was wide open over the middle.
So one thing that Crooksville has done here, again, the first couple series of the game, it looked like they is going deep for the home run ball every time. These past couple plays have only been 5-yard passes, but then able to get yards after the catch. Be nice for Buckeye Trail to stand tall right here and hold them out.
Yeah, minute 20 left, but Crooksville in no hurry. They got all 3 timeouts, and that's Potter. Bucky Johnson on the tackle, along with Taflin.
Cam Potter on the carry, tackled by Bucky Johnson, Jacob Roby.
And Jacob Roby in on the stop as well. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. Or 2nd and goal at the 3. Three receivers to the right. That's Potter. And he's going to be dropped. Fumble! The Warriors can pick it up. Oh, they're going to say he was down. Oh, was that close? And now Crooksville will take their first time out, so it'll be 3rd and goal. And, I thought Sammy Brown was getting ready to make a house call there.
That would have been a great break for Buckeye Trail. But again, was a 3rd down, I think. They still have a chance to stop and hold them out.
Yeah. And they've got, they're going to have to do it twice. And Potter fighting, he got wrapped up, and the ball came out, they said, as soon as he hit the ground. So that was close. And how about our good buddy D-Train, Darren McCullough, reporting from John Glenn at the half. The Muskies leading the Cambridge Bobcats 21-7.
It's just good. I think, in my opinion, it's just good for football when local teams play. Local teams should always play.
Yeah, and speaking of that, Meadowbrook and Barnesville, a big rival, always the second week of the high school football season, and we'll be getting that score here to you shortly. But 27 seconds to go in the half. Please be sure to stick around at the half, and we'll enjoy the two bands as that pass is thrown in the end zone, and that is caught for the touchdown. Gage Love with the sliding catch. Not bad coverage.
Not bad coverage, and on the inside I thought they got away with a little hold there on the end on our guy Bucky Johnson, but was able to get out and throw a good pass to the receiver right there.
So that makes it 13-6 as Brody Cottrell will come in for the extra point.
Good penetration up the middle there, but is able to get it off.
Yeah, so your Bicon and Bicon Engineering scoring update. Now with 21 seconds left here in the first half, Crooksville has extended their lead over the Warriors to 14-6. And Kyle, I want to personally thank you. We kind of had some technical difficulties, and when the internet plays around with you, you just have to grin and bear it. But Chris Starr, my partner in crime, the BT Hall of Famer, wasn't feeling good this afternoon and left school early. And Chris, we hope you're feeling a lot better. Get rested up, and hopefully we'll see you here next week when the Warriors welcome Newark Catholic in.
I'll say has there ever been a meeting with Buckeye Trail and Newark Catholic?
I cannot recall.
The Green Wave.
Yes. So nice football program, and yes, they will be invading Old Washington next week, and we hope to have the BT Hall of Famer back. Here's a little squib kick. And the Warriors will fall on it, and that was Wyatt Fluhart. So Buckeye Trail, no timeouts, 15 seconds left.
Yep, the key to that right there, just get on it, take this into halftime.
So Chris, Kyle, I was just talking about Chris. Kyle, we've kind of had a bakery breakout here in the first half with the turnovers. Is there 5 between the two teams?
I have 4.
Or 4. Okay.
I could have missed, though. When Tommy asked if I was a statistician, I don't know about a statistician, but I'll do my best.
No, hey, I think you're right. And the Ceramics have overcome. They've overcome 3 of the 4 turnovers as Mason Todd will get the first down. But that'll be the last play of the first half, as the Warriors will not have a chance to get a play off. So that ends the first half of play from Old Washington. Your score at the half is Crooksville 14, Buckeye Trail 6. We'll take a timeout and then get ready to hear from the Ceramics Band and your Buckeye Trail Warrior Band. We'll be back after this timeout.
Halftime production, Awaken the Machine. Our journey begins with Brian Baldwin's electrifying twittering machine, where sound and motion bring years to life, featuring soloists Riley Spring and Violet Cyphers. The transformation continues with John Mackey's Boundary, capturing the raw energy of creation. Finally, we bring the engine to full throttle with Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train. Sit back, hold on tight, and enjoy as the marching ceramics awaken the machine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the pride of Eastern Guernsey County. The Warrior Marching Band! The Warrior Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Doug Hanna, Assistant Band Directors Madison Galloway and Gavin Brown, and Color Guard Instructor Bren Shepard. Our first performance tonight is by New Zealand and South Korean singer Rose and American musician Bruno Mars. It was the longest running #1 song of 2024 and was huge global success. Here is APT. band's next song is by English rock band Led Zeppelin. It was released in 1970 and was one of their many top singles. Here is The Immigrant Song. Our final performance is a song by American boy band NSYNC, released from their second album, No Strings Attached, in 2000, and surged in popularity in 2024. Here is Bye Bye Bye, featuring senior trumpet. We would like to give a big thank you to our parents, students, athletic department, school board, administration, and community of East Jersey Schools for continued support of the marching band program. Let's hear it again for your 2025 Warrior Marching Band.
It's now time to chuck your duck. If you have a duck, please line up in front of the stands.
Welcome back to Old Washington and the campus of Buckeye Trail High School for tonight's Week 2 high school football action. At the half, it's Crooksville 14, Buckeye Trail 6. And Crooksville with the last 14 points of the half to take the lead, and they will receive the kickoff to start the second half. And again, we want to thank our outstanding sponsors. Now, here's the thing. We have commercials, and they've done a nice job, our sponsors, with them. Due to our internet issues and the threat of kicking us off air, which there's a lot of people out there saying, hey, play the commercials and kick them two bozos off the air, that's fine. But the commercials, they will be added into our broadcast for the replay that people can watch later, and then they should be good to go next week for the live stream as it happens. But we want to thank our sponsors and watch this game again and look forward to the commercials. And again, our fine sponsors: Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Robinson Farms, Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Doubt, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Old Washington Presbyterian Church, Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant, Darcy A. Wakefield's Family Dentistry and Orthodontics, Box Drop Byesville.
Good place for a mattress.
Definitely watch that commercial. You're in for a treat. Bicon and Bicon Engineering, Deep Cut Tavern, King Carpet and Swim Away, and Connor Push Carriage of Jacobs Vandeman Insurance Agency. So we again, these broadcasts would not be possible without the sponsors. So when you visit these sponsors, be sure to please thank them for the support of the live streams, because there would be no broadcast without their support. So Mason Todd will kick off to start the second half. And how big is this opening drive defensively for Buckeye Trail?
I know going into halftime, looked like Coach Kearns was fired up, and rightfully so. Again, Crooksville had 3 turnovers. I mean, they had them right where they want them and kind of let them off the hook, so to speak, towards the end of the first half there. And I think Coach Kearns got a good pep talk at halftime. They're ready to come out, and we'll see what they got.
And, hey, it's a one-score game, so the Warriors are right there. As this kick will be returned from the 20 up the middle, and look out. This is gone all the way to the house. That's going to be an 80-yard touchdown jaunt from Gage Love. And I don't know, my man, if he was touched.
I don't think he was.
No, that's the second big special teams. I guess I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I don't want to say blunder. But last week against Caldwell, the Warriors had a punt blocked into the end zone, recovered for a touchdown. That was the Redskins' first touchdown. And now the opening kickoff. And, wow, that'll take the air out of your sails real quick. Extra point is up, and it is good. So just like that, 11:48 left here in the third quarter. Woo! Just like that, now 21-6. Warriors down 2 scores, still in it. We'll see if they can respond after this timeout. Welcome back, and again, thanks to our fine sponsors as, wow, Gage Love, an electrifying 80-yard kickoff return to the house. And just like that, the Ceramics, they have ran off, Kyle, 21 unanswered points to lead 21-6. Let's see if the Warriors can get things going here. This ball's fielded at the 10, 15. 20, that's going to be Trey Unosik. He'll get it up to about the 28, 29-yard line.
Again, a great return there. Like you said earlier before we went to break, not out of this. 2 scores, not out of it. Again, the key here to get positive yard, first, second down, make it a manageable third down.
Well, actually, I had said 1 score, but that lasted every bit of 9 seconds. And again, give the Ceramics credit. They've got some explosive playmakers. And you look at their lineup, Kyle, it is so many juniors. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with again next year as Todd takes it up the middle and he will be dropped. And again, that's a Gavin Mount, the middle linebacker. And you like to see your middle linebacker play with a lot of high energy and emotion, and Mount does that.
And you like to see your middle linebacker tackle around the line of scrimmage, which just happened right there.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Warriors with their first possession of the second half. There's a pass in and out of the hands of Wyatt Fluhart, the sophomore for the Warriors.
Again, that flat area was open like we talked about in the first half. Brown threw a nice ball, just went through the hands of the receiver.
So now just like that, 3rd down and long for Buckeye Trail. So it's been 2 special teams plays that have been 2 of the biggest plays this game. Brown rolling to the right, looking to run if he can turn the corner, but he is going to be knocked out of bounds about 6 yards short of the first down, so the Warriors will have to punt. We talked about Crooksville. If you're just joining us, first of all, where have you been? But if you're just now joining us and you've seen the 80-yard kickoff return by Love of the Ceramics to start the second half, in the first half, it was a booming punt by Mason Todd that the Ceramics muffed, and the Warriors recovered the fumble inside the 5. In fact, at the 3-yard line, and Sammy Brown would score the next play. So 2 big crucial errors. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. Goodness. Errors by each team. So it's now 1st and 10. The Ceramics at the 37. And Kyle, they ran the ball well, and they threw the ball well as well.
And coming in this game, we talked about how well they're going to pass the ball. But what really settled them down as an offense for Crooksville was then being able to run the ball. The one series, again, I think they drove probably 60 yards or so, all on the ground. They did not throw a pass. So we'll see here if they come out passing like they want to do or if they can keep it on the ground.
All right, so now 1st and 10, the ball is spotted. Again, 4 wide receivers for the Ceramics, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Potter next to Hill, and he has been the workhorse. And again, gain of about 4.
Buckeye Trail's defense not playing bad. Not playing bad at all.
Kyler Chase in on the stop, along with Taflin.
What seems like the sad or the bad thing is for Potter is he does all the rushing between the 20 and 20. But once they get close, it looks like Hill takes over and takes it into the end zone.
So 2nd down and 6. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Warriors with the blitz. Pass is completed. The sprinkle. But he'll be about 3 yards short of the first down.
Unosik and Shank came up and made a great team tackle there in open field.
Well, Kyle, did you get the number of that missile that shot up the middle on the blitz? And give Potter, and I started to say give Potter a lot of credit, but I think they're going to get him for the the block below the waist as he took out the blitzer, and I didn't catch that number.
I didn't either, but it looked like he had shot out a can. He timed up the cadence, and he was in the backfield on the snap of the ball.
So, wow, the Ceramics backed up. They will call this second down and Salesville to go. Hill, his pass is incomplete, thrown behind his intended receiver. Was that Matthews?
It looked like number 1 Matthews, yes. Yeah, and just mentioned this, the defense is playing well tonight. We mentioned Bucky Johnson a number of times, the secondary. Even again, the first couple series of the game, they matched up man-to-man, ran well with the receivers.
Yeah, Bucky Johnson, he has flipped to the other end for this play. Hill back under pressure. There's a screen, and it is incomplete, intended for Potter, so the Warrior defense comes up big and have a chance to get pretty decent field position.
They should get good field position, but watching the punter, number 28, Cottrell, kick before he can get a leg into it, he can boom it.
Sandy Brown to receive for the Warriors.
So let's see if the Warrior special teams can come up with a big play here. Make it pressure. Nice punt by Cottrell. And it is fair caught by Brown. I'll tell you, Cottrell, he's had some big kicks here tonight. So Buckeye Trail will get it back. Your Bicon and Bicon Engineering scoring update, 21-6. Ceramics, Warriors led 6-0, but Crooksville, they have had 21 unanswered.
You notice they did a great job right there. You don't know how tough it is to catch that punt when the whole team is bearing down on you. He did a great job, caught it clean.
And Kyle, we've been trying to keep people updated in some of the local scores. The Meadowbrook Barnesville score, you remember at the half?
Was it 33-14?
33-14 Barnesville at the half. Well, that's 2 tough games for Meadowbrook out of the gate. Tri-Valley and Barnesville. Brown under pressure. He's got running room, and he is going to get to about the 49-yard line. He may have the first down.
It looked like he had it for sure. They're marking him back. Looks like even with the sticks.
Yeah, I thought the official up top, yeah, they did signal for the first down. And I tell you, credit to the 2 DBs for the Ceramics who came up. They wisely didn't make a late hit or anything out of bounds as Brown was getting to the sideline. Boy, they have stacked the box. Bad snap. Brown has it under pressure, and he is going to be dropped for a huge loss. Clear back to the 36, so that's about a 13-yard loss.
If you watched Coach Kearns right there, you saw him pointing downfield. Buckeye Trail had 2 wide open receivers.
Yeah, but I tell you, in Brown's defense, it was a high snap, and he was lucky to get control of it, and that really threw the play off. Timing and everything. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Brown quarterback draw, gets a couple of nice blocks, but he will just get to the 40. A gain of about 3.
Sandy Brown takes it up to the 40, gain of 3.
It's easy being quarterback from up here or in the stands or somewhere, but once you're thrown into it, it's quite difficult.
Oh yeah.
I think Brown's been doing a good job tonight. Again, rolling out right there, scrambling at 10 yards of the previous play.
Yeah, just the Warriors, they've played behind the sticks. Too many possessions tonight. Brown under pressure, looking. He throws it, and he is hit as he throws the football. And I believe that was Thompson who came in.
And Brown did a great job right there. There's a wide open blitzer coming off the edge. He was able to step up and move in the pocket and at least get rid of it. So he did not take another sack or a loss.
7:38 left here in the third quarter. 21-6.
Mason Todd back to punt. Sprinkle and Love.
So Sprinkle and Love back for the Ceramics.
Not punt it to number 3 right here.
A nice corner kick there by Todd. Inside the 35. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line. Ceramics will take
Again, that
over
was a good
first and
punt.
10.
Keep it away from number 3, who just took one to the house on the last kickoff. So you know he's a dynamic playmaker, and again, good job kicking it out of bounds and keeping it out of his hands.
And I tell you, just a beautiful night for football.
You think back to week 2s in history. It's 85 degrees. Players are cramping. What, 60-some degrees tonight, 70 degrees?
47 officials, timeouts for water break, which, that was good. And here's a deep throw. Wow. And again, looking for a Sprinkle,
Hill's pass
but well covered.
Sprinkle, incomplete. Second and 10.
But you go ahead and talk, and I'm going to try to guesstimate how many yards in the air that pass was. As he threw it from, I think, just inside his 25.
Again, just the deep ball tonight, it looks like it's just a little bit off after the first couple possessions. They threw it downfield, got one holding called back, the other one was intercepted. So it just looks like that deep ball is off tonight for Crooksville offense.
Yeah, that was a 55-yard throw, and Hill gets around Johnson, and look out, he's got running room. This play's going to come back as he is going to be knocked out at the 25 by Mason Todd.
Hill goes around the right side. Run out of bounds by Mason Todd. There is a flag on the play.
So it's going to be a holding.
And I'm glad there was no penalty there for a late hit. I mean, he is out of bounds, but again, nothing was malicious or anything like that there. A lot of times as a defender, you don't know where you're at. You're just trying to tackle the ball carrier.
Holding is
Hey, I remember broadcasting some of your games back in the day. Yeah, you thought anything 5 yards beyond out of bounds was fair play.
That's when there was grass on the field, not this turf. And there actually was hills both ways because there was a crown in the middle.
Your motto was always tackle them to the track. Just when they get to the track, let up.
That's right. That's why we always wore brown jerseys, too. You could never see the football.
Oh, it's nice to go down memory lane of your stellar football career. Here's a nice screen set up in the middle. And Potter will get it back beyond the initial line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a great little screen. I couldn't see who made that tackle on again, talking about the turf tackle in there. I'm not sure, but nice little play to make it 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9.
That was Tyler Harrell who came in with the tackle.
3rd and 9.
So 3rd and 9 again. Buckeye Trails defense with an opportunity to get off the field here. Midway through the third quarter, down 2 scores. 3 receivers to the right. Hill's going to roll that way. Johnson chasing. Long throw. It's got a chance. It is caught by guess who? Gage Love.
Hill's pass complete. Gage Love. foul, tackled by Trey Yanosic.
So Tyler Harrell, number 10, he was right there. That was a couple inches
Yeah.
away from either picking that ball off or making it incomplete, but just right over his outstretched arms.
Yeah, Harold made a play on the football. You're right. But Hill just got it over his outstretched arms, and there was love. And, wow, that was a big pickup. They needed 10, and they got about 23.
Yeah, I put 25, so
Oh, that was close.
we're in the neighborhood.
But, hey, remember, I am the gym teacher here at Buckeye Trail, not the math teacher. So
And
you got to cut me some
teacher.
slack. You're the history
I'm not
teacher.
a math teacher. That's why we're so good at rolling with things. If there's no internet, you just go with it. It'll be all right.
Good thing Stacy is sitting beside us to give us flashcards to make us definitely sound smarter than we definitely are and definitely look. So, Stacy, you're doing a great job. 2nd and 8. Hill around the right end, and Buckeye Trail had that well defended. He may have lost the yardage there as Ben Shank came up to force him out of bounds.
Yeah, Buckeye Trail did a great job right there. Again, we mentioned the first half of how Hill was gaining 14, 16, 15-yard carries. And that time, like you said, he maybe a couple yards, if one.
So I thought it was 3rd down. Yeah, okay, they changed the yard marker, so 3rd down and 7.
Hill's pass complete.
And Hill's pass will pick up another 1st down. And was that Love again?
It looked like Love. Yes, it did.
Gage Love, pick up enough yardage for a ceramic 1st down.
And unfortunately for Buckeye Trail, there's been a lot of love shown here tonight.
There has.
And normally that's a good thing.
But not when he plays for the other team.
Right.
No different formation here.
Potter with the ball at the middle, and he gets stuck right there by Yanosic, but another
Trey Yanosic
positive gain.
Yeah, that's a little different formation. Normally we see two by two set or 3 by 1 set. That time they had everybody in the backfield.
So now pistol formation, and that is Cottrell on the carry.
Cam Potter.
I thought it was Cottrell.
It looked like Cottrell. He ran hard right there too.
Yeah, Potter's coming into the game now. That was Cottrell. You're right. And Cottrell, my man, we bragged on his kicking exploits, but he is only a sophomore. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 5. And, boy, they are bunched in. Hill throws it deep. He's got a man in the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. And that was Kyle Lane.
He bobbled it too. I thought he was going to drop it, but he was able to hold on and secure it for a touchdown.
Brayson Hill's pass to number 6, Kyle Lane.
Man, I tell you, Brayson Hill,
For a Crooksville touchdown.
when we talk about the best quarterbacks we've seen this season, if he's not the best one, he is sitting at the table with whoever is.
He's impressive. Dual threat, be able to run the ball, pass the ball.
And he's only a junior.
Brody Cottrell to attempt the extra point out of hold of Kyle Lane.
So Cottrell, kick is up, and woo.
Kick is good.
Ben Shank about got in there and blocked that one.
Yeah, and Cottrell put that through the uprights from, that would have been good from nearly 50. So timeout now. So 3:17 left as Crooksville has extended their lead 28-6. We'll take this timeout and be right back. Welcome back to Old Washington. And looking at our Robinson Farm scoreboard, it's 28-6 here. Crooksville, final from Steubenville, the most electrifying big man to ever come out of Cambridge, Ohio. Dave Holdren has just given the score. Indian Valley shuts out Steubenville 30-0, and Janosik over midfield and gets a big return to the 40-yard line. And the Warriors, they needed a shot in the arm from the special teams, and they got it there. John Glenn leading Cambridge, yes, 35-7.
Still in the fourth with that one.
So thank Darren McCullough, D-Train. I tell you, we got correspondents out everywhere.
Barnesville 39, Meadowbrook 14 in the third.
39-14. Brown under pressure, throws it deep, intended for Mason Todd. And boy, I tell you, Sammy Brown took a shot. So he's going to get up and limping a little bit.
He has taken quite a few shots tonight, playing both sides of the football. Not easy.
And when I had a chance to visit with Coach Kearns this week, talk to him about the Ceramics, when he talked about their defense, he said they are very aggressive. But the one word he used to sum up the Ceramics are they are very athletic, and we have seen that on display. There's a little shovel past Mason Todd, and he will get to about the 30.
The question about that is a nice play, but is that a run or will that be a pass?
I think it was a 4. I think it went forward.
I think it went forward.
Yeah. So it's a gain of 6, 2:35 clock running, and definitely 4 down territory right here. So the playbook is pretty wide open for the Warriors.
Can't have any penalties or anything like that to hurt yourself.
Brown rolling out to his left. He throws it. It is off the hand of Janosik, but give Cottrell credit. He jumped right in front of Janosik, and I think kind of affected his vision on the football.
Yeah, I don't think he got a hand on the football. I think you're exactly right. Blurred his vision just enough so he wouldn't be able to catch the ball.
So Tyler Harrell will bring the play in to the QB, Sammy Brown.
Be nice to get Brown here on the edge, kind of a rollout pass option, or he can keep it for a first down.
And the Warriors have to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them as well. Buckeye Trail facing a big 4th and 4 when we come back here at Old Washington. Welcome back, and thanks to our fine sponsors. 4th and 4, Brown rolling out on the edge, throws it, and it is just a little wide of his intended receiver, Janosik. But that pass right there has been open a few times tonight. But the Warriors unable to connect on that one. And again, as a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing on the run, that takes plenty of repetition. And remember, Brown, he's just been wheeling and dealing here the last few weeks.
Plus, he had a defender, unblocked defender coming in on him, right in his vision. Again, it's difficult. It's not easy.
2:11 left here in the third quarter, and that's going to be
Potter on the carry.
Yeah, Cam Potter. Man, Potter has been a workhorse.
Chris Parson.
He's been a workhorse, but every time he gets close to the end zone, Hill always steals it from him.
Porter, welcome to the world of fantasy football. We experience that weekly. But yeah, Potter, he's had an outstanding game. Again, second and very manageable. And over midfield to about the 46-yard line, that will be Jacob Nelson. He's a senior. I believe that's his first carry of the night.
And it looks like Cottrell's in a quarterback, not Hill.
Tyler Chase, Tyler Harrell.
Yeah, and I think with Cottrell at quarterback, they're just going to pound the ball on the ground against the Warriors. And that's Potter. And he has stopped.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything from Cottrell trying to throw the ball or anything like that.
No, that's Taflin on the carry. Bucky Johnson getting up a little nicked up. So he's trying to stretch it out. I think he's going to be okay. Of course, that's easy for me to say. I didn't have 3 offensive linemen fall on top of me. That's Nelson, and he is going to be dropped by Ben Shank. It was Bucky Johnson who blew that play up in the backfield, and that will probably be the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, it was a great play by number 7, Ben Shank. He was able to wrap up and run his feet. Didn't stop his feet until he made the tackle.
We got 3 quarters of play in the books, and the Ceramics outscored Buckeye Trail 14-0 in the third quarter to now lead 28-6. We'll take a timeout and hear from our sponsors. But my son's a sophomore. Go ahead. Yeah. You don't have to mute me when everybody here around Buckeye Trail, they know who my son is, so I can say he's a softie. I'm not being a mean dad. Here's a deep throw. That pass intended for Sprankle. And, man, Sprankle, he runs that post pattern, that go route. He gets down the field, and again, excellent coverage there by the Warriors.
I'll say, isn't your boy Greg, isn't he your boss?
Yeah, but that's during basketball season.
Okay.
Stacy, he happens to be the head coach at Buckeye Trail. I'm his varsity assistant. So, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when basketball season comes. So, stop by the Warriors. They force a punt. Back is Sammy Brown. And, wow, this ball is going to roll clear inside the 1 yard line. What a punt by Cottrell. And Cottrell, what a weapon he has been tonight.
Before the game, they was down there warming up. I've never seen a team practice punt so much. Cottrell was there nailing them inside the 5 yard line, just like he did right there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, we've talked about Donnie Kearns and the nice job he's done at Buckeye Trail over the years, and having to rechange everything due to the McGlumphy injury. Head coach for Crooksville, Marcus Pardon Dudash, this is his first year as head coach. He is the third head coach in the last 3 years for Crooksville. And he plans on sticking around, and he's got a talented football team and with a lot of folks that still have more of their high school career left. So,
and I think they just redid their facilities.
Yes,
correct?
they did. Yes, they got a new facility. In fact, Meadowbrook, I think, was the first game down there. And I remember Coach Norman saying it was like a playoff atmosphere with place, and the Warriors were able to go down there and I think get the first win on Crooksville's home field. If I'm wrong and Crooksville fans are listening, I'm Kyle Winland and I apologize. So Brown rolls out. Pass intended for Yanosic is a little high.
And right now you're just getting reps. Just getting reps and getting comfortable with that quarterback position.
And it's nice to have a holiday weekend here with fall approaching, and college football is started last night. Well, there were a few games last week in week 0, but a big football games tomorrow. 3 receivers to the right. Brown will keep it. He'll go up the middle, and he will be stopped there, I believe. Thompson in on the tackle for the Ceramics. And look, guys, with the weather supposed to be nice tomorrow, I know some of your spouses may insist you're outside cleaning out the gutters, doing a little weed eating. Don't worry. My partner in crime here in this quarter, I will give him the 5 biggest college football games, and he will give you the winners. So you won't miss anything as that punt is blocked, and it could be a touchdown for the Ceramics. Oh, they're going to say safety as he slid out of bounds before he gained control. So another big special teams play for the Ceramics, and that'll be 2 points as Nelson, I think, got the block.
And we mentioned this before. The Buckeye Trail defense, they haven't played that bad. Just on special teams, they've given up some big plays. The opening kickoff, the second half, play right there. But again, overall, in my opinion, Buckeye Trail's defense has played well tonight.
And Kyle, the biggest thing, or I think one of the biggest frustrating things for Coach Kearns and his staff when they go back and they look at this film is that Buckeye Trail, there were a few key drives where they had the Ceramics in 3rd and long. Buckeye Trail won the down on first and second down. You get them in third and long, and you like your chances to get off the field. But Brayson Hill, he made big throw after big throw, or hurt him with his feet and extended drives. And I think that's been the biggest difference is the Ceramics. They have won the third down battle tonight. And like I said, they haven't been in many 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. They've had quite a few 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 9s.
Well, the one was a 4th and 5 on their own 25, and they was able to pick it up, if I'm correct, in the first half. So like you said, just the dual threat ability of Hill, be able to pass or run, is incredible at this age. Even if you go to the next level, even into the pro game now, being dual threat.
So Mason Todd will kick it, and it will land out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. And like you said, since that opening kickoff of the second half, that Love took 80 yards back to the house, Mason Todd's been kicking it to the sidelines, and it's been effective.
Like they said, your special teams have to be special. It is still a part of the game. You can ask any of the college coaches in any of the interviews. They talk how important the special teams is a part of your game plan.
So 9:58 left in the ball game here. And again, thank you for joining us here for our live stream.
And I think the debate right now is if it was a kickoff out of bounds, there would be a penalty. But since this was a safety, is there a penalty when they kick it out?
Ooh, that's a good question. Look at you. I think you're right. Yeah, because it's a free kick, and it is a kickoff. So you're right. You don't see that many times.
You don't.
I tell you what, that snuck by me, and I didn't bat an eye. But look at you.
Because I think there's a twist to re-kick or take the penalty if it was a kickoff.
So Cottrell, he's still quarterback. I think Hill's going to take the rest of the night off in a well-deserved break. And I tell you, Potter, that kid's going to sleep good tonight. Has been the workhorse for the Ceramics. Kyer Chase in on the tackle for the Warriors.
We may already mention this, but Potter, only a junior.
The entire offensive line for Crooksville, they are all juniors. And here's one of the few seniors, Jacob Nelson. And it was Nelson who just blocked the last punt or recovered it as the ball went out of the end zone.
Number 4, Mason Todd there for Buckeye Trail did a good job staying home, not going too far inside and letting the ball carrier get outside of him and keeping to him a short gain.
So 8:40, clock running. Cottrell will keep it. Chris Parker, one of the Warriors on the tackle.
And number 60 right there, Ringer came in real hard off the end. Like it looked like the quarterback was trying to read him, but Ringer came off the edge hard and made that decision tough for the quarterback because he came in there so fast.
So we're approaching the 8-minute mark. And you're right, we expect the Ceramics to keep the ball on the ground. If Cottrell's ever going to throw it, it's now at 4th and 5. He hands off to Nelson, and Nelson's got a chance to get the first down, and he does. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. But wait, there is a flag, and there was a hold as he went around the corner. So that will nullify a 40-yard touchdown run.
And I don't know who that hold was on. If it was on number 7, which is the wide receiver out there, he did a great job blocking that edge and was able to spring the running back. But again, that hold could have been on him.
I think they may have got him with the little tug right there. Yeah, because Nelson had to get one man blocked, and I think that's where the hold was at, because it's now going to be 4th and 14, and Cottrell will stay in and punt the football, something he's done very well. Be nice to see if Sammy Brown can get a punt that he can return, but that's going to be a short one. And the Ceramics, they don't have any intentions on letting Sammy Brown get his hands on the football in the open field.
Warriors will take over 1st and 10.
Don't forget, next week we will be back here as the green wave of Newark Catholic comes to Buckeye Trail. And again, we want to thank our fine sponsors: Stop 9 Church of Christ, 360 Burger, Robinson Farms, Bears Den Steakhouse, Dennis Dowd, Southeastern Ohio Counseling Center, Old Washington Presbyterian Church. It's Buckeye Trail football. Mason Todd has it, and he will be dropped. He'll fall for about 3 yards. Tackle by Drew Dorsey. Mr. Lee's Family Restaurant. Darcy A. Wakefield Family Dentistry and Orthodontics. Box Drop Byesville. Bicon and Bicon Engineering. Deep Cut Tavern. King Carpet and Swim Away. Connor Pushkarich of Jacobs Vanneman Insurance Agency. Thank you so much for sponsoring this broadcast. Mason Todd has it, breaks one tackle, but he will be stood up there by Gage Love.
Mason Todd still out there running hard.
And Mount, we've called his name quite a few times tonight. 3rd down and 10. Nearing the midway point of the 4th quarter. Brown will keep it, and he will fall forward about a yard short of the first down.
Jamie Brown keeps it. Up to about the 40.
About 4th and 2. Look for Brown to keep the ball again. You can see he just came over here. The coach, it looks like he's laboring a little bit. He's had some hard shots on him tonight playing quarterback.
Yeah, I think it'll be Brown or Todd here. It's Todd. Oh, and he breaks a tackle, breaks 2, 3 tackles.
Mason Todd on the carry.
And he will pick up a gain of about 9.
I think he was stopped in the backfield, but he's able to spin and gain positive yards.
Picks up enough yardage for a Warrior.
Now, and you love to see that with the game as far as the outcome already decided. To see a kid right there fighting as hard as he did. He was hit short of the sticks and fought for 9 more yards. There's Mason Todd again. He breaks another tackle.
Another flag on the play. But like you said, Todd's been running hard this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Kyle Lane came up from the safety to get it in. And not surprising, we've had quite a few flags.
Still second in the game of the year. Still, again, trying to get those jitters out.
So exactly 5 minutes on the clock. And the Warriors broke the huddle, and the officials, they hadn't marked off the penalty yet. Brown looking deep. Pass intended for Tyler Harrell, but it's knocked away by Lane, the safety.
Defending Gage Love.
That's just a simple go route right there. Ball just a little bit underthrown, but again, looked like it was only one option for Brown to throw to. Throw it up and let his receiver give him a chance.
So 2nd and 17, facing the Warriors. And the Warriors, they've had so many plays behind the sticks. There's a low snap. It's kicked. Ball is loose, and I think Crooksville has the football, and they do. And is that the Warriors' second turnover?
I think so.
I know it's all a blur.
It is. It is. I think so. I get too busy watching instead of doing my job over here with the stats. So
hang on just a second, sidekick. Stacy, was that the second turnover for the Warriors, you think? Okay. We have that confirmed. Of course, Stacy's saying, I live in Columbus. You know, what do I care what people think here? That's
Riley Spring on the carry.
so that was. Is that a new quarterback there?
looks like a new quarterback in.
Is that 16? It's yeah.
It looks like 16. Yes.
Joseph Pitcock, and Pitcock is a freshman. So that's a thrill for the freshman to get some action Friday night under the lights. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Cottrell, and he is going to be dropped. And it looks like, yeah, I started to say Crooksville, they've really gotten small on the offensive line. That is their backups.
And like you said, there's no better experience or feeling than getting in on a Friday night. Even if you're a freshman, it doesn't matter.
So 3rd down and 11, under 4 minutes to play. Hand off to Cottrell. Parker on the tackle, along with Roby.
Cottrell on the carry. Parker on the tackle.
See if Cottrell can pin him inside the 5 again.
Yeah.
Last time he did a little of the pooch, kept it away from Brown.
And Daniel Ringer also assisting on the tackle. So Brown back at his 10-yard line.
Sandy Brown beats for the Warriors.
And what Crooksville's doing right here, they're looking at play clock and waiting until it gets down below 5. Normally is when they hike it.
Cottrell will kick it away from Brown. He does pick it up at the 20. He needs to get a block. And he'll be dropped at the 22. Nice kickoff coverage there by the punt team. And there's a penalty back here at the 42-yard line. I think it's going to be against the Warriors.
Flag on the play. Blocking the back on the Warriors.
You just can't hurt yourself. I know it's late in the game here, 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go, but you just can't hurt yourself. Again, they would have had decent field position right there. And we've talked numerous times tonight of how, you know, it's first and long or second and long, and behind the sticks, you just can't do that.
First and 10, Warriors from the 14-yard line.
Yeah, in Crooksville, they've definitely won the battle of field position. As Janosik will go out to the left flanker spot. Trying this. I think that was Chris Parker on the carry.
Chris Parker on the carry.
So the Warriors are getting some of their young ball carriers a breather. So we're nearing 2.5 minutes left in this game. The Ceramics up 30-6. That's Parker again, and just no running room whatsoever. Very aggressive defense.
Looks like Crooksville just brought the house in the past couple plays.
Chris Parker on the carry, Charlie Powell.
And that's the way they started the game, too. They're all aggressive. They're all up in the box.
So under 2 minutes left, 3rd down and 13. Warriors have to get the ball to the 29. Brown looking, throwing. Just a little wide of Harrell.
That was a great decision by Brown, though. Two guys going deep were covered. Checked it down.
All right, my man, you got to give me the winner in about 1 sentence. We have picked Stacy. I asked Stacy to pick the 5 biggest games this weekend. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Notre Dame and Miami.
Notre Dame. They have a good running back, right? Coming back from who Ohio State beat last year for the national championship. Love.
Now look, I think that was about 3.5 sentences.
There's a couple commas in there.
Okay, it's a nice punt by Todd, and the Ceramics will have it at the 39 as Bucky Johnson is a little slow getting up. That kid's had a monster game from his defensive end position. Let's hope he's okay. Okay, 1 down. Alabama and Florida State.
I thought you said big games.
I'm sorry, Stacy.
We'll go with Alabama.
Alabama. All right.
For my buddy Mike. Biggest Alabama fan I know.
Oh, Mike Leggett's.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, you got that. So, carrying the ball here is going to be Xander Goldsmith. He's a senior. He'll be dropped for about a 4-yard loss.
23, Kyler Chase got him on that tackle.
LSU and Clemson.
Clemson. I like their quarterback. Browns could be talking quarterback next year also, so.
And we'll get the last two big ones after this one. "40 seconds left as the Ceramics, they may take a knee here. No, they're going to give it to Hunter Thomas, and he'll get a carry, and that should be the last play of the game. A&M and Arkansas.
Is that a televised game?
Not Texas, Alabama, A&M.
Let's go with the Razorbacks.
Thank you. That's all we needed to hear. And then the big one at high noon tomorrow, Texas at Ohio State.
I like Ohio State.
Going with the Buckeyes. Enough said.
Enough said.
All right, and that ends the ball game tonight. Here at Old Washington, your final score, Crooksville 30, Buckeye Trail 6. We'll step aside, hear from our sponsors, and wrap things up after this timeout. All right, welcome back here to Old Washington. Your final score, Crooksville 30, Buckeye Trail 6. The Warriors, they scored first on a muffed punt by Crooksville that was recovered by the Warriors and I believe by Mason Todd at the 3-yard line, I believe. Gave the Warriors first and goal at the 3. Sammy Brown on the next play would take it in from there to give the Warriors a 6-0 lead. Warriors would go for 2, would not get it. Crooksville would answer with on the arm and legs of Brayson Hill, their outstanding junior quarterback. Score, go up 7-6. The Ceramics get a touchdown right before the end of the first half to go up 14-6. And then Kyle, the Warriors down 1 score, get a booming kickoff from Mason Todd. And then it was Gage Love who fielded the kick at the 20, and he took it up the middle 80 yards to the house. And then from there, it was really all Ceramics as they pulled away in the second half after a very hard-fought, even first half. But the Ceramics, with too many big plays in the second half, to walk away with a 30-6 victory.
Yeah, the first half, Crooksville, they had at least 3 turnovers. Credit Buckeye Trail for being there and being in the position to recover fumbles, do what it takes to get those turnovers. And then after that, it seemed like Crooksville settled down. They started running the ball a little bit, not slinging the ball around. And again, as you said, Hill, the quarterback from Crooksville, I have him over 100 yards passing and over 100 yards rushing.
And Potter, the workhorse there. And for the Warriors, like I said, just too many penalties, shooting themselves in the foot when they would have some drives going. And for Buckeye Trail, like I said, you lose, one of the top quarterbacks in the state in Drew McGlumphy. You can't play behind the sticks. And Buckeye Trail found themselves in too many second and longs and third and longs. And that's just asking too much for this young squad to overcome.
They mentioned their defense. Like I said, their defense, I thought, played well. Bucky Johnson, 72, had a great game. He was switching, second half, he was switching back left end, right end. And, again, like you said, just you can't beat the Flags. They can only beat you.
And Sammy Brown with that incredible interception of a bomb intended for Sprankle. That's about a 45-yard throw. He intercepted it at about the 5-yard line, went up and wrestled with Sprankle and was able to come away with it. But the Warriors, they had some plays in their moments, but give Crooksville a lot of credit as they conclude, I think, their IVC tour. They knock off Newcomerstown and now Buckeye Trail to improve to 2-0. The Warriors dropped to 0-2, but they're back home next week and they will welcome the Green Wave of Newark Catholic. I think you're right. That may be the first ever meeting. So we want to wish the Warriors the best of luck. And Kyle, we want to wish everyone out there a happy 3-day weekend. It's nice to have a 3-day weekend upon us. Good weather. Like we said, college football is now in full force, kicking off, rolling with big games this weekend. You mentioned Texas and Ohio State, of course. That has everybody's attention. Flag fantasy football drafts. We have one at 8:30 in the morning, so we got to get home and get some sleep and get ready to do a little prepping before bedtime tonight. So, but Kyle, I want to thank you for jumping in short notice with Chris Starr coming downhill. And like I said, Chris, we're praying for you and hope to have you back. The BT Hall of Famer next week. And again, we want to thank Stacy and Sean coming in from Columbus and working. Had some internet issues early, and hopefully we get that worked out and be ready to roll tomorrow. And they can watch the replay of this game on YouTube as well. So For Sean and Stacy, my partner in crime, Kyle, I'm merely Tom Strasser, wishing everyone a safe and enjoyable weekend. And once again, your final score, Crooksville 30, Buckeye Trail 6. Be good to each other. God bless. And enjoy your weekend. Good night, everyone.